Hi, so we left this off at B blood group in the last video. So now let's look at blood group AB. We already said that red blood cells of AB blood group have both A and B antigens on them. So we have these B antigens, and then we also have the A antigens. So they have no antibodies at all. And this can be explained because think about it, if they had, for instance, let's say antibody A. If they had antibody A, then these cells would not be able to survive because they have the A antigen on them, and this anti-A antibody would basically kill its own cells inside the system, in the blood. So they don't have anti-A bodies, and the same reasoning applies for anti-B antibodies, because if they had anti-B antibodies, then it would not work because they also have the B antigen on their cell surface, which would be recognized by the anti-B antibodies and would not allow the cell to survive. So the AB blood group red blood cells have no antibodies at all. What about blood group O? Well, it's just the opposite case. Now these red blood cells have no antigens on them. And since they have no antigens on them, to maintain that state, if you want to think of it that way, they need both antibody A and antibody B, because their anatomy, or just the way they are structured, is that they have no antigens. So if they did not have both anti-A and anti-B antibodies, that would not work for these cells. Because say for instance, if these guys did not have anti-A, if they did not have anti-A, then these cells would be able to so if these guys were had their blood transfused from a person who is blood group A, and if they did not have anti-A antibodies, then the cell wouldn't know if it's a foreign thing or something of their own kind, because they have no antigens on them, right? So the blood system of these guys, of blood group O people, have to have both these antibodies. So if they get cells from a person whose whose blood group is A, or from a person whose blood group is B, it will reject it, and it would rightfully reject it, because the blood cells of their own blood cells are not the kind they are being not the kind that they are receiving. So this would be a foreign cell to them, rightfully a foreign cell. So they need to have both anti-A and anti-B antibodies. So this has been just explained here again. So they have A antigen, they have B antigen, they have A and B antigen, and they have none, as you can clearly tell from the picture. One more thing, so let's go back to what I asked in one of my previous videos about the universal donor. So the blood group O is the universal donor blood group, and that is because a red blood cell from a person whose blood group is O can be accepted by all other blood groups. Of course, it can be accepted by blood group, that's obvious because it's the same blood group, but why by these other three blood groups? So we'll discuss that in hopefully the last video of this section. See you guys there.